It's finished Altrincham 2, Gateshead 2 here at the J Davidson Stadium this afternoon. Altrincham manager Phil Parkinson joins us. Phil, there's a lot to unpick in that game. Overall, do you think that a draw was a fair result?
Yeah, probably on territory and possession. On chances, I think we generated the stronger chances, if I'm honest with you, and that's a theme that we're seeing in the last couple of games. But I'm happy about that. I'm happy that we're generating these chances, because I know when we do that and we perform to the levels that we are, that we'll start converting them. So overall, probably a fair result. I don't think we can begrudge Gateshead of that. They took their chances, we didn't, and at the end they've had quite a few set pieces because we didn't retain it well enough. And we defended them well. So there was only one that I remember that was a really good chance for the Mosseseni where he's turned in the box. But apart from that, I felt we kept him at arm's distance when we didn't have the ball. And when we were able to really get after them, because we pressed ever so well again today. And I think the rotations proved to be the right thing to do, because it gives us the energy to do that. We put them into all kinds of difficult situations, and we got into really good areas of the pitch. And another day we could score more goals. So overall, I was really pleased with how we performed. Can we be better? Obviously, and I'm sure Carl will say the same about them. But listen, I think we did ourselves justice there, and there's more to come.
The team that you picked, I guess, was certainly affected by the events that's down in Solihull on Tuesday night and the levels of energy, and also the fact that we've got two games with a game midweek against Hartlepool. Did you pick the players that you felt would have the highest energy levels in the first hour?
I felt that definitely came into the mindset, but I also believe in the squad. So if these lads aren't able to compete with a Gateshead, there's no point in them being here, and they've certainly showed that they can. So we were right to do that. Everybody put a shift in. I mean, you look at Jake Bickerstaff there, he hasn't kicked a ball in anger for a number of weeks now, coming straight back in. I thought he was superb first half, really unlucky with the block. Again, we talk about chances, that block. I think it was Jones made to deny him that chance. Another one where he's in the 18-yard box, and if he just pulls it back for Noobs, where he's running behind. So these are the chances we were generating that I'm talking about, and that's just Jake. So two really good opportunities there, where another day the lad's not able to block him, and Jake pulls it back for Noobs if he's got a little bit more awareness, and maybe if he's been playing every week, and it's a tap in for Alex. And that's one thing I've got to say Gateshead do really well. I'm deviating away from your question, aren't I? But it's a point I want to make. Gateshead do that really well in the 18-yard box. They normally make the right decision. We're getting there and we're getting better at that. But going back to your original question in terms of why Jake, we've brought him in to play games and affect games, and his energy level should be a lot higher than Regan's after the shift that he put in, and it's almost a like-for-like player. That's what we try and get here. And then you've got Liam Humbles, who hasn't played a 90 for a period of time, and I thought he was outstanding. So it's just showing you that the squad's strong and healthy. Tyler Golden comes in. George Wilson is sort of coming out of the cold since Elliott's gone down and been superb. So we have to trust these players. Carell Redding, I'll go around them all, because I thought that was his best game for us. I thought Carell was really a thorn in their side today, and again more so first half he was really affecting the game, really giving Jones, their centre half, all kinds of problems. And again, desperately unlucky that he's not scored. I think there was one block from him as well. So in a brilliant area, if he takes it a bit earlier, maybe that's a goal. So yeah, all over the pitch, we needed to make sure that these lads are going to be able to help us move forward as a squad, and I think they've proved the worth today.
Having started the game so well, taken the lead fully deservedly, looked like we were going to get a second. You must have been scratching your head a little bit to go in 2-1 down at half time.
I was, but I'm not surprised, because that's the quality that they've got. They've had two real moments. I mean, the goal that Mosseseni does score, if we score that, we can pick holes in it, saying that we need to stop it and all that kind of stuff. But it's a great little bit of play, and you'll see a lot of similarities in the final third play. The balls that they're getting in down the sides, the out to in runs from the forwards. It's not by chance, it's by design. That, and they score a really good goal with that one. I'm disappointed with the Butterfield one. I felt we could have got a bit more pressure on him, but again, it's a great finish from a very experienced player. And you look at you look at some of our lads, and I know they've got young lads as well, so I don't want to harp on about young lads, but we've got lads who are finding the feet at this level still, and really, and other lads who are establishing themselves. But then you look at our centre back, Charlie Olsen. What's that? His third senior game. He looks like an experienced old pro. The way he was absolutely outstanding today. So the young players are certainly stepping up, playing their part, and their goals for them will be good goals for them. We will always say that we can prevent them, and I felt we got into a great area that got us the penalty that Tom dispatched, and then a bit of a messy one for us that we wouldn't really associate with ourselves in terms of an archetypal Altrincham goal, the ball that comes back in, and Alex Newby's header. So a collector's, I think he's had 2 of them now, so a collector's item. But the chances that we created, I felt another day we could have scored some more, but I'm sure they will feel the same on their half as well. But apart from the Osaseni one, there was a lot of scrambles in the box from shots from distance. I felt that we got into better areas in their 18-yard box.
Early part of the second half was certainly dominated by Gateshead, and they looked as if they might get a third goal. Full credit though to the team for fighting back in the last 20 and creating the better chances and ultimately getting the equaliser.
Definitely, yeah. I think it would have really been a really tough one to take if we didn't get that equaliser, because everyone can see the efforts the lads are putting in. Our fans really got behind us in the second half. I'd love them to be even more vocal. I'd love it to be even more vocal, and a horrible place for people to come. And I know we've got to give them stuff to shout about, but I thought we played well first half. So as much as I'll demand it from the players, can we be even more vocal and make it really difficult for Gateshead in that first half? And I'll probably get a barrage of abuse for that. But listen, I want it to be a special place here, and particularly the night games. I felt we were a little bit flat today. Maybe it's because it's a day, an afternoon game. But can we make it a real horrible place to come for the opposition? Because when we're going into that goal, I certainly feel that way. Can we do it all the way through the game? But yeah, listen, it's a tough game. It's a tough fixture. Overall, I'm satisfied that we've got a point because we've come from behind, so it shows character. I'm disappointed with the chances that we created. We didn't go on to win it, but like I said, I'm sure they'll feel the same way as well.
We've got an opportunity on Wednesday night for the fans to create a really good atmosphere. There'll be a smaller crowd, but with the nighttime atmosphere and under the floodlights, it's normally rocking here.
Hey, listen, our fans are amazing. I just thought we were a little bit quiet today, so I'm sure they'll tell me when we're not making a big noise on the pitch. But I thought we played well enough to generate that, and they did. Second half, they really did, and that's what helps. That's why we get that goal. I'm sure of it, because they spur us on, and that's why that connection's so important. We spoke about it, didn't we, after the game at the loyalty members forum, where people were saying it was great that the players come over and shake hands. And the only way we can do that is categorically win, lose or draw. We come over and we're all in it together. So when we're having a difficult time, which we will feel that at the moment because we're not winning every single game we're playing, it feels a bit flat and it feels a bit dull. But we've watched Gateshead, so how many games have we had against Gateshead? They're never dull games, they're entertaining games. This is why you come to watch, and I thought it was a really good game of football. And I just, like I said, I want it to be what you said there, them evening games. I want it to be like that all the time, and I know we've got to do that by playing really good football, but as I said, I felt we did play good football today.
It's a key phase of the season, 3 games in 8 days, and the next 2 are live on DAZN TV. Hartlepool at home on Wednesday, and then AFC Fylde next Saturday. And then we've got a bit of a break, providing we don't rearrange a game. I'm guessing that's something that'll please you.
Depends how we're doing. If we're on a little bit of a roll, if you're winning your games, you want to keep going, don't you? You don't want that break. But unfortunately, because we didn't get over the line in the FA Cup, then we're going to have an enforced break. So we'll have to make sure that we use it really well. We did it well last year. We worked on a lot of different things that you can't do when you're building up to a Saturday or a midweek game. So a 2 game a week, it's just literally recovery, game prep. When you've got the little bit of time off, you can really get into the detail and design of maybe different shapes and how you want to play, and developing players as well, because sometimes that can get lost in an individual development because it's all about the team. So we can really get into a lot of work if we use it well, which we will do.
So we've got 1 point from the first of the 3 games. If we can get 7 points from the 3, that would be a really good return and would send us into that 2-week period very positively.
I think it's something that we're more than capable of, and the biggest thing for me, I said it after Solihull, the performances are there. I can really see my team now. I can see the way we're setting up. Not just, sorry, setting up's the wrong way. We've always set up well, but the way that we're performing on the pitch, the bravery we're showing on and off the ball, I can really resonate with that, and I can really relate to it. And I'm just really pleased that we're creating chances again, because when we do that's what Altrincham teams do. They create chances. They're an attacking team, and we're relentless when we do it. And when we get that formula right in terms of how to attack, how to defend, as all teams want to do, then listen, we'll be a real force again in this division. I feel we're just tussling with that at the moment, trying to find that consistency, that winning formula of personnel as well, because we've had injuries, as all teams do. But then you move in parts round, you're losing a bit of continuity. Just looking at the centre half pair in there, they look strong, don't they? Because they played a couple of games together, and that's a couple of games, and you need that continuity throughout your team, and hopefully we'll start to get that now.